Hey guys, this is my first book haul video. So basically we're just going to talk about some books that I read back in 2015. I know it's a little bit late to do a book wrap up, but I thought it'd be the best way to start anyway. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so this is Tracer by Rob Bulford. This was fantastic. It was set in space, set several years after Earth was destroyed by some nuclear holocaust. And it was about these guys called Tracers who are sort of, I don't know, they're like messengers in a way, but they do all sorts of parkour, and it's really cool. There's always some sort of mad side to this guy called Darnell or Darnell. I think it's Darnell, Darnell, Darnell. I think it's Darnell. We'll go with that. But yeah, it was just really cool. It was really fast paced, and I think you guys should enjoy it. So this is Tracer by Rob Bulford. I think you guys will love it. It's awesome. Okay, next book is Demon Road by Derek Landy. If you guys don't know Derek Landy, he did the what was it he did? The Skullduggery Pleasant books. These were fantastic. This was my first Derek Landy novel, Demon Road. Basically, it's about this girl called Amber Lamont, and she discovers at 16 years old that she is, I don't know, I guess she's a devil or demon or something. You can tell by the really cool horns there. Uh, but yeah, this is perfect for fans of Darren Shan, and yeah, it was just really, really cool, really quite freaky and spooky. Um, but yeah, I loved it. It was great. So you guys, if you're looking for something quite action packed and dark and mysterious, check this out. Dark Landy, Demon Road. Uh, the third book I was looking at, I quite like looking at crime novels and mysteries and psychological thrillers every now and then. And this was In a Dark Dark Road by Ruth Ware. Or Ware? We'll go with Ware. Um, so this is all about a reunion that takes place 10 years ago. And Nora, I believe, is reuniting with an old school friend, Claire. Um, and she's invited several other school friends, and things just seem to go from bad to worse. Um, but yeah, if you like The Girl on the Train or Disclaimer by Rennie Knight, I think you will absolutely adore this novel. It is brilliantly written, and the characters are just fantastically realised. Uh, yeah, so give this a shout if you're into that sort of crime sort of genre. Yeah. So that's In a Dark Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Uh, Next book is another fantasy novel, Half a War by Joe Abercrombie. This completes the series of, it's either called the Shattered Sea series or Half a King series, but it continues on from Bran's point of view. Um, yeah, basically things have become really quite uh, bad in this fantasy world that Joe Abercrombie's created. War is looking inevitable. Um, but yeah, this was so much fun to read. I love Joe Abercrombie. If you guys are looking for something new to try, or if you're a continuing fan of Joe Abercrombie, I even managed to get a signed copy, which is really cool. Didn't realize it was already pre-signed, so I got one of my friends to take it to a book signing at Waterstones. So I don't know if you can see there, but I think just there is his signature. Really cool guy. I've met before. Um, yeah, so that was quite an experience. So that is Joe Abercrombie's Half a War, book three. Okay, this next book, I have had the pleasure of talking to him over email. Um, but he has written one of my favorite all-time fantasy novels, and that is book two of the Faithful and the Fallen series, and that is Valor by John Gwynne. It is just a fantastic, utterly fantastic series. And it's about, the first one was Malice, and it introduced us to a whole range of characters, and one of them was Corbin. Corbin was a young guy that was bullied as a child because he was, quite isolated. He had his own sort of group of friends, but he was asked if he would like to train as a sort of, I wouldn't say knight, but he was offered a chance to get be a better person in a way and learn the ways of the sword. Um, and he was constantly bullied by this guy called Wraith. Wraith was not a nice guy, but he gets his ass handed to him, which was a pretty cool scene. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, this is a continuing series. Book 3 is Ruin, and it's going to be completed with book 4. I think it's out the end of this year. It's either going to be November or December, I think, of this year. But guys, if you honestly get a chance to look at this video or this book, please just check this out. That's John Gwyn Valor, and book 1 was Malice. Absolutely fantastic book. If you liked your Game of Thrones, you will love this book. It's got everything you could possibly need. It's got swords, magic, giants, and epic battle scenes. Please check this out. That's John Gwyn's Valor. Okay, the next one I've got to show you was another sort of crime, we'll go with psychological thriller, and it was Disclaimer by Rennie Knights. This was her first novel. If you can see that yellow marker there, if you love The Girl on the Train, you'll love this book. And it's basically what it says on the cover. If you did like The Girl on the Train, you will literally love this book. Or if it's just something you're wanting to try out. Yeah, so this is about, what's the main character's name? Yeah, it's about a woman called Catherine, and she ends up receiving this uh, manuscript, and the more she keeps on reading it and loving the book, the more she realizes it's more about her life or things that have happened previously in her younger life. So yeah, it's quite spooky. It's quite revealing as well. It's not something that you should read if you get, freaked out by paranoia or things like that. But this was a great read. I would highly recommend it if you're just looking for something new to read, or if you like your mysteries or crime novels. That's Disclaimer by Rennie Knight. It's a pretty cool cover. I like that camera. So yeah, we're now back on some more fantasy reads. As you can tell, I'm quite big on my fantasy books, and that is book 3 of the Broken Empire series by Mark Lawrence. I love these covers; they are so cool. Um, Basically, if you like Joe Abercrombie, who's been mentioned in this video, you will love this book. They're really, really dark, really gritty, action packed. Um, Although a lot of things in this book, they are quite philosophical in a way that Mark Lawrence explains things, or the way that he writes. Um, and there's some really great things. I can't remember what page it was on, but there was. I'd have to reread them to try and find out what the quote was, but when you read these books, they're not like any other fantasy series that you're going to find. They are just brilliantly written. Mark Lawrence is just so gifted. It's basically about a guy called Jorg. I think that's how you pronounce it, Jorg or George. Um, and he is trying, and through brutal ways, he tries and repairs a shattered kingdom. But he links it to a past. So I wasn't all that sure if it was set in the future or something had happened to like drive humans into a sort of post-apocalyptic era. But no, it was just absolutely brilliant, and I will always read Mark Lawrence's books. He's started a new series, and it's Prince of Fools, which I will definitely be reading at some point because I think book three in that series is something Osheim's, which is out in July. But I will definitely be reading Prince of Fools soon. But yeah, that's book three of the Broken Empire series by Mark Lawrence. Fantastic, guys. Pretty good. Another fantasy series again is book two of the. Is this got a series title? No, it is the Invasion of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. Erica Johansson. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if to Erica Johansson if I pronounced your name wrong. But yeah, this is book two, and I think the first one is already cast Emma Watson as Queen Kelsey. So yeah, I'll just basically the thing with this one is Queen Kelsey Glenn is the Queen of the Tearling. Despite her youth, she has quickly asserted herself as a fair, just, and powerful ruler. However, power is a double-edged sword, and small actions can have grave consequences. The thing I liked about this book was that Kelsey is now having these visions of women in the past, and it's affecting her in her sort of era, and I don't know, it's like she is seeing visions of this other woman who's calling out for help, but she doesn't know how to help her because they're living in different time periods, but they seem to be connected in some way, and the way that this book ended, it was a really cool twist, and I can't wait for book three to see how this is going to be wrapped up. But that is The Invasion of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. You guys, the first one of that was what was the first one? The Queen of the Tearling. So yeah, if you're looking for something new to try, give this a check out, guys. That's The Queen of the Tearling, and book two, Invasion of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. Brilliant book, loved it. Need to watch how these books are stacking up because they're looking a bit precarious. I think that'll be okay. As you can see, there's a bit of a pile on the bed here. Okay, and the last one, I read this back in July of 2015. I absolutely loved this book. It was just so good. There was so many characters that I really did not like in this book. They drove me nuts. And that is The Invisible Guardian by Dolores Redondo, a Spanish writer. And just a quick note on what it's about. When the naked body of a teenage girl is found on the banks of the river Bazdan, it is quickly linked to a similar murder 1 month before. Soon rumours are flying in the nearby village of Elizondo. Is that how you pronounce it? Elizondo? Elizondo, we'll go with that. Is this work of a ritualistic killer, or is it a Bazazjuan? The invisible guardian of Basque mythology. So if anyone knows much about Basque mythology, I don't really know anything about it. But yeah, this is book one. I think it's been a TV series or some kind of TV series anyway. But yeah, it was just utterly like brilliant. I loved reading the story. It was really fast paced, and there were characters that you hated, characters that you loved, characters that you just really hoped got their comeuppance. But it's not for the faint hearted. It's really quite dark and twisted. I think people that liked if you've read the Deliverance of Evil, I think you'll enjoy this book as well. Deliverance of Evil is set in Rome, Um, and Roberto something Roberto. If any of you guys know it, that I think it's the Deliverance of Evil. But yeah, if you like that book, definitely check this out. That was The Invisible Guardian by Dolores Redondo, and I think book two. What was book two? The Legacy of the Bones. I think that is coming out sometime August or September this year. Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, that's The Invisible Guardian. I'm looking at that yellow spine of that cover. It's real, really attractive, isn't it? Anyway, so that was my first book video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Um, I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to upload or what sort of time frame. I'm hoping maybe next fortnight I'll have something for you guys. But yeah, just subscribe and I'll keep you updated on when I've got more books to show you. And I hope you have a great new year in 2016. Thank you very much for watching.